Customer is the expert of what you're providing. The customer navigates the activities and the direction of your business. Therefore, it's not you. The problem with the founder's first approach is that the conversation you start with your own. You think a lot and then you act after. But the advantage of the customer first approach is that the conversation starts with the customer. They say the greatest place where you can get the next business idea, it's by sitting with other people who are running business, because they always speak about problems. Business in your transport. Mara, I have to buy petrol every day. Petrol is expensive. Therefore, I position myself. It's a business opportunity. It's a company, but hakina stock or say enough. Hakina transport in bulk. I position myself, I'll become your supplier. Therefore, the conversation starts with the customer more than you as the founder. Because the expert of your product, it's not you, but it's the customer. And what the customer wants, you are able to know what not to do. The problem with so many business of ours is that you do what your patient wants. Therefore, you want people to buy your passion. Stop treating passion as a God gift. Sometimes passion is not working, but understanding works. Irrespective of activities that took place, Eden, Mara story setting, so so when you start to listen to the wrong person, you start producing what is wrong. But when you start to listen to the right person, you get to make informed decision about your product and services. Therefore, some of us, we need to go back and relook at it. Is this founder's first approach, or is this customer first approach? When you understand what you're solving, you will be able to know who you're serving. When you know what you're solving, you will be able to know who you're saving. Because it was not feeding on every customer. Not every customer. Therefore, when you understand what you're solving, you're able to locate who you should serve. Not everyone qualifies to be a king. Sometimes before you become a shepherd, you should become a sheep. Therefore, you are in a season where you should be a sheep and learn before you go out in a public to act like a shepherd. The third thing that I needed to understand your margins. You understand your margins. So many people with great ideas are extremely poor for the reason they cannot put a price in what they do. Many people, they have great concepts, but the problem is this: they cannot put a price in what they're doing. Therefore, for you as a business that starts without capital, it was very important for me to understand what are the costs that are related. And therefore, when you understand that a dream that cannot cost you, it's a dream that won't carry you. You can't put a price in what you haven't costed. Fourthly, the thing that I needed to understand my numbers. When you go to KZN, they speak Zulu. When you come to Free State, re buela Sotho sa bo rona, le ha ile go ba bang ba se bana le bua Setswana ke. Ha re ka tswang ga ya bolomo se khutla ge le botao. Again. And then when you go to Eastern Cape, they speak Xhosa. When you go to Cape Town, majority they speak Afrikaans. And when you are in business, the language are numbers. You need to learn to speak the numbers. What is the break even? Darling, how le ka business? O tlameha bue puo ya magoma. No the jargon. Different. Bothata ba o dula le batho ba senang ditoro go ba tlo lebatsa toro tsa hao. Speak the language of 3 months. Know what is a break even. How? Can I leave the smartphone again? You 2 seconds to Google what is a break even. Look at it. What is your freedom number? How much do I need to make in order for me to get to the next month without being worried about the expenses? That's what we call a freedom amount. Know your numbers. Because what is important is this. In your price, there is a cost and there is your survival amount. Many businesses cannot grow because of how on your laga 15%. 15% that thing, kitel te taxi we are drop next. Because you only value numbers when they are in bulk, but you cannot break them in units. Know your numbers. Now it's important that this understanding becomes a first priority. Anything. I always say to people, play away from the registration at the company until you develop a model of making money, which is understanding this. You understand this, you sell first, you generate a system of making money. Once it makes money, that's only when you package it with your registration. We decorate. We decorate the registration. Logo. Ya South Africa, we change blue mona yellow how to with a business card, managing director. What activities are you directing? Because there is nothing that takes place. It works on you before it works for you. Make time to understand this. The second principle that I said I'm going to share with you, it's sell first, create after. Sure. But what limba present I give you a courage. Bona ke lopela matso. Ke lopela matso. Motho a sa kampa ya lebitleng dano ga eme mona buetse. Seng kampa ka ya lebitleng. E mongwe tla ba re ke shy. You can't love a vision but hate selling. You can't love what sales can bring but hate what it requires. Whether you like it or not, the game of selling has to be a culture and normal to you before we celebrate the status of running a business. Now, 3 things that you need to understand. You will never be able to sell until you get these 3 things right. Get the model right. Welkom. Ha ona motho a tsebang ho lukisa jwale ka motho a tsebang ho hata consult tsa hao. Dintho di a senyeha because we always want to sound inspirational and motivational. This is from knowledge to responsibility time of session. We can't always be hyped up but not act. Ba re jesa, ba re nwesa, ba re kadima le tjhelete in our own country. Because nalwen, our weekends makes us weak. Nalwen, our weekends are making us weak. Now, 3 things that you need to get right before you are able to sell first and create after. The first one is the model. What is it that you're selling? What is it that you're selling? Regisa speaker, we don't regisa pizza. A pizza king, keep product. But the model is what is it that you're selling people? You will come to shock when you realize we are in a business of changing people's experience. But we just change their experience in different ways. Therefore, people are not buying your product. People are not buying your beauty product, but they're buying from looking unpublicly accepted to getting to a point where they are publicly recognized. People are not buying a juice, but they are buying transformation. Bareka ho tswa figareng ena ya ka e wealthy nyana ho ya figareng e hantle ya buti mona wa bona. That's what she's selling. She's selling transformation. Re go bontshe mhlala. Ke rata bontate ba le ba emang pla roots. Are you aware of roots again? Roots outside. But em bontate bana ba iketsang dingaka. Ba rekisa ka scoop mole. Bagata o reng ha o feta. La shudi. Bagata o reng. Ntate bona o etsa ka tlung hobane le lethabo. Phapusi motho o thajwa ha o ka reka mo. Because of they understand, they are not just selling a mixture, they are selling experience. Do you get where I'm going? Me and you, we are in a business of changing people's experience. People are not buying a product, but they need to know how they feel after they consume what you're selling. Understand the model. Yabubedi, you need to get the market right. What is a market? Market is a place where you have a willing buyer and a willing seller. Now that you understand that you are selling transformation, it is very important for you to know what market do you play in. Moya o le ka o luka o bo phela lelapa o tle ga ngwane ha tshakile sa re ha mtshana wa dihata o tlameha o bule company o lo bula company ka baka la hore ga ngwana o file comment mara ha o qeta o ibula ga ngwana ha gone o afford services tsa ho tsa catering every Sunday o ntsa re ngwana ga gadi ha o fast trade day mo. Understand the market. 3 things that you need to understand about the market. The first one, do you realize and all of them bareka the ingredients from one place? Ne? Why those saloons cannot grow at a speed? It's because of they buy nails from a supplier, and then from there they put a margin. And after they put a margin, they start selling. Nomsa next door, ha bona di makatsa ho batla bala bangata. Le ena o ya ha dikenkeng, o reka manala, ha fihla o thola price ka 50 rand, le tlere. It's a commodity market because you are raising price down. Understand the market that you go into. Space is one so young also. Business ya muriri. You buy muriri wa lower than wa rekisa. And we always go for the one who's cheapest because there is no value that can be communicated. It's a commodity market. 2, mass market. Ugila bona ha o kena ka dropong la sekele before o fihla zone 1. Go sona le koloi tse ngata jwang o ko shebe koloi e 1 at time o bo lo khutla o sheba in 30 days time ntse dutse It's a good market because it has high profit margins. How can you say one? O khona thola bo ma 40 bo ma 50 ya profit. Maga problem e ke nana. O khona ho convert a sale after client does research. How can you mo check up polo back 120? Or your phone, or check up by take air. What do you call it? Buy what? We buy cars. The same car with lesser kilometers at 89,000. Which one do you go for? Understand the market that you go into. The third market, which is the one in Nalwena Rates Havang. Every day, I sit averagely with 2 people. In my capacity, background, I'm a qualified accountant. And getting to coaching, it's because of I wanted to improve relationship client because you cannot grow the business beyond the way you grow a person. Business growth will always reflect your own growth as a business owner. Now, a lot of them will always tell you how about gallery. Because of what? We always scared to compete in a premium value market. Price. Who says high profit product, high profit income? They don't ask you anything. How to fella o molentung sentini o reka jiwa gono a khutla. How about the price? I check the price. Because it's what? It's a high profit market. Therefore, when you go into business, it's very important that you understand the market that you go into. You understand that you're selling the model, you understand the market that you go into. But now, what is important is this one, the message. The message. Go get test what you want that. Magaleba bo mneka mona bane serele bophilong ba 50-50. O njwetsa hore mantswana at least a inga hlonya hao. Best or nothing. Best or nothing? Best or nothing? Mercedes-Benz. Best or nothing? Mercedes-Benz. Share driving pleasure? BMW. Eat your heart out? Eat your heart out? Nando's. With a pizza, it's mouth what? Mouth watering. Mouth watering. Why do I bring such? It's very important to understand that your message should match the desire of transformation of your customers. Stop selling the brand, but sell the transformation, but position the results. Sell the transformation, but position the results. So it's very, very crucial that you understand that the message that you have should match the desire of transformation. How ke product ya o hafola mmele? How twa mo bongola ho yona 7 steps of losing weight. Re tlo baleha kaofela. How ke product ya sports? How qeta o boro ho rona for pleasure and excitement. There's no pleasure there. So understand the content of the message that you put in. When you understand this, it will be easy for you to sell at any point because compensation comes after confidence. Until you become confident, no one will pay you for what you're selling. Now, this is a strategy that I used when I built my business. We call it the zero money strategy to building a business. Because you know what do you do? O etsa tlhoko ya batho ba o hlokang ebe bona ba financing existence ya hao. You don't do it from your own pocket. You need my services, pay and build my business. That's what you do. The third strategy. The problem It's not that people don't want to buy. The issue, Gore, you are not making enough offers. Success requires presence. Hi, naki introverted, therefore I introverted about Facebook. Then who's going to buy? Because until you appear, no one will buy what you're selling. Until you appear, I'm gonna move fast because my time is over. Now, the issue is that you are not making enough offers. All right? This is what we're saying. More offers equals to more leads. More leads king. Interest in what you're selling. Now, more offer equals more leads. More leads equals to more sales. More sales equals to more profit. I'm gonna move. Slide in. All right. This is what you need to know, though. Between more offers and more customers, there will always be a gap. And between more customers and more profit, there will always be what we call a gap. The gap, it's not a space, but it's an acronym. An acronym that stands for G stands for goal, A stands for activities, and then P stands for processes. Until you come up with your conversion goal, you develop the activities that you need to do, and you develop the processes, you can never convert your offers into profit. Now, this is a simple step that shows that. Now, this is what you do as a sales hunter. Marketing is like a farm, but selling is like a hunter. So when you go out, you need to develop a mindset of a hunter because you go in to look for animals. But this is why the problem is. Skare everywhere oya limong ofitante le di networking o dula o tshwere business card we fanya batho la o sa understand ke ba e batlang kapa ke ba e hlokang. That's the problem that we do. Therefore, it's not always about converting, sometimes it's about conversing. And when you converse, you need to develop a skill because not everyone can communicate effectively. Develop a skill. People would rather develop a skill to pay bills than develop a skill to build a will. That's why when you die, you leave bills, you don't leave wills. Right? Now, communicate. Yes. Communicate your product in a life-changing way. That's why I said we are in a business of changing people's experiences. Therefore, train yourself in how you sell. I was listening to Auskeke Zogiri. Hey, you know, she presented with confidence, but look, if I say to you, every misery has its own experience. I know it because it happened to me. About 2 years ago, my father found out that he was suffering from a heartburn, and therefore there was no solution that would cater for his medication. We therefore combined a homemade concussion, which led to the establishment of immune booster. Right now, because of the situation that we are in, we have launched it as a business, and it has grown to the extent that because of it comes with what? It comes with developing yourself and that skill. I want to be practical. Go. All right. Okay. Now, if this is what I was saying to you. When I started in 2014, I was only offering few services. Now understand what you're solving. I understood at that time everyone wanted to be in business. Therefore, I was giving company registration, income tax registration, tax clearance, and share certificate. At that time, it was okay. Now, until you're able to put the price on it, you can never realize the profit. Therefore, I understood what was the cost of registration, what was the cost of all the services. And now, because of I know the cost, I'm able to set the price. Now, from there, I was able to establish the profit margin, but per service, not in group. Because it was important to understand, it's better to build a financially healthy business, price per unit is profitable. How easy who build a profitable business, Eloring, per unit, it's already making a profit. Then from there, I did more offers. What are the offers? Can I get some the network session? Can I get some the training? Can I get some? So I would make sure that every month, at least give an registration to 5. Now already I'm profitable per registration. Now Hadil Kaufela, I am already profitable. But things change when government decided, for every company registered, there should be income tax automatically, and therefore the bank account should be automatically. Therefore, it didn't move my money away, but it changed how I access money. That's where I came to this, a very important principle that I learned. The principle of be, do, have. This is what the principle is saying. Everyone knows what they want to have, but no one knows who they should be and what they should do in order to get there. Therefore, for everything that you want to have, you need to do something and then you need to be something. Now, when government changed, I needed to change what I was offering. Now, this is my current structure. I took those company individual services and I packed them together. I packed them together as one package. I offered because of there is value that comes with retaining clients. You need to understand your clients' buying seasons. When do they come back and when they don't come back? Now, I know that every year you need to pay, you need to submit provisional tax, you need to submit provisional tax TPD, income tax A1, and get a tax clearance. That is tax compliance. If you were operational, you need to do the financials. Therefore, I did the financials. Then I did training because that's the direction that government was going. Come down to the leads. The leads, they started to improve because of I started to offer more and I became profitable. Now, what am I saying to you? I'm saying this. Make time to do things that matters for that season. One of the best advices that I would want to give you when I go down is this one. Never be known for a price factor, because when you are only known for a price factor, there'll always be someone who is cheap and who can offer a better price. Therefore, your current clients will move and your current price will go. And in closure, it works on you before it works for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Come on, welcome. Come on, welcome, entrepreneurs. We can do better than that. Come on, come on, come on. Let's show some love. That was an incredible, practical masterclass. Can I see by a show of hands how many of you loved that, enjoyed that? So many people are in need of the services that Hotman Tapelo was offering and is still offering. Really, really incredible. Yo, so many, it's like you can become a rapper in his next life. You know, it's like, if you're not learning, you're earning. You know, if you're not, he said something about bills and bills and wills and that one that hit me about converting to conversing. Yeah, powerful. Very, very powerful. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. My brother, please come on stage. Thank you so, so much. Much, much appreciated. For free. Mahal. He charges so much money to give these keynotes to corporates. But you came here today and you got it for free. Mahal. And it was practical. He said, know your numbers. I was like, oh, these guys that say know your numbers, I want to see what he's actually talking about. And he showed us practically how he's doing it. Thank you so, so much, my brother. Appreciate it. So on behalf of, we've got a gift for you to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We really, really appreciate it. That's your gift, my brother. Every single, so inside there is a, every single, there's a lot of products that are in here. Every single product that is in here has been bought from the exhibitors that are here. So we don't buy from the outside. reke mo re tswang ko teng, then re tlo fa yona, to say we want the money to stay here. That's why even when we do our pitching competition, we don't want you from Joburg or we want you from Mamelodi. Re batla wa ko Welkom. O tlo winang ka jeno o tswa Welkom. The business operates ko Welkom. The products that we've bought are from exhibitors who are operating where? Right here. The money must stay right here. So we really, really appreciate it. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, my brother. We need to have a photo, né? So please can we, don't worry, I won't take the gifts. Yeah, no, don't worry, I'll take the gifts. We would like you to please just have a look at the camera as we can get a clip. While we are getting a picture, is there anybody who would like to share what they learned? Just one thing that they took away. Which hit home, which you're going to apply. Yes, my brother. Carol, can we get the mic? Here's the brother. What did you learn, my brother? Yes, sir. Yeah. Sorry, we're not getting the sound. Is it only cat? All right. Please use this mic, ne? Name, surname, one thing that you learned, my brother.
1 2 dumelang kaofela ka lebitso ke Bongane surname ke Mzizi. I think third slide also your ability to sell is determined by the right number one model. Clients, they don't buy product, they buy transformation. I think it makes sense on Nahore. A lot of times we just want that we just want to sell them. It's water, take it, it's this, take it.
Sure.
You know, but we don't keep in mind at the end of the day, they want a transformation, they want a satisfaction. What am I going to get from this product? Can I have an example? It makes sense. If you can perfume, I want you to transform me. Whether it gives me confidence or
sure.
I want that transformation. So I think it makes sense or how other something. Put it in mind or what are you giving to people? So just because is it going to transform them now? Is it going to bring change in their lives now?
Very powerful. Thank you, my brother. Very, very powerful. That's a t-shirt from you and spice or juice. One last one. Yes. I love the hand. I love the confidence. Please, can we get the mic and the... They're at the back. They're at the back. Hashtag join us for tea. Hashtag together. Bekele online audience. Please share as well. If you've been watching, what is it that you took away from this incredible presentation on how to grow sales, how to grow your clients? Now we have attendees sharing what they've learned. Yes, the mic is yours. The stage is yours.
Yeah, kalibitso ki dumeleng Mokhemisa Terence or IT Mokhemisa. Kiratile manzo hai moareng stop treating passion as a God gift. Start solving people's problem and get paid. So people, basically this is what he meant when he said start solving people's problem. So if my brother here is faced here and doesn't have like water,
sure,
and then I'm here, Itumeleng is here.
Yes.
My brother will never let go water if I'm here. I'm gonna provide you with water because you need it, and I'm gonna take your money without affecting you. Your problem is solved, my brother. Or my brother, if you need something, maybe a bank. We are also here. We have a net bank. I can give you details, and then very, very safe and security. Everything is proper. You sign in, you get the bank. Everything is proper. You get what I'm saying, my brother?
We get it. That's very powerful. When you are in sales, Warekisa, you're off to something and on to something. I'm going to stop you right there for now. He's going to get a t-shirt. He's already like, net bank position, net bank spokesperson, ambassador. I'm here to help you solve the problems of the client. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mutaung Tapel, a round of applause. Sir, value as well, very quickly. People loved it, people enjoyed it. Your name, how do they get hold of you on Facebook? Just your contact details very quickly.
All right. Facebook is Tapelo Big Trima Motaung in all across Facebook, Instagram, and then the number is 083 2140 047 083 2140 047. It's phone calls and WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Ke kopa fela ho ne ke kopile o excuse hanyane ne se. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. One more time, last time, phone calls and WhatsApp. We really appreciate it. All right, let's move right along. Can I tell you something exciting? Thank you so much, my brother. Can I tell you something exciting? But if I want to tell you something exciting, you have to be excited. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you something exciting? We have calculated the scores. We have a winner. We have a winner, and that winner will be announced at the end, so you don't want to go. Can I tell you the gender? Hold on, I'll tell you at the end. I will tell you at the end. We're going to have a discussion with an amazing lady. This lady, she was the one who won the pitching competition. Last time we were around in Buchapelo. She's with us to come and share her journey, her story, what it's been like, how she's making money. So ladies and gentlemen, Tsu Soleto Maleho, founder of Excessive Pools in the building. Please can you come on stage, my sister? Please can we put our hands together for Tsu Soleto Maleho, from founder of Excessive Pools. Welkom. This is our previous winner. Please have a seat, my sister. This right here. I think we can do much better. This is our winner from the last time we did the pitching competition. So there's a lot that we can learn. There are things that she's done that have got her the prize. You want to sit back, relax, and enjoy as we start this conversation. One more time. Let's welcome her with love. Welcome onto stage. Do we have the other mic working?
Hello. Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to have a conversation. Welcome. Thank you so much. How are you? How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm not sharp. Oh, right. So you came and you were one of the finalists last time. You won that pitching competition. How has it been since you won that competition?
Dilo di shapo, it's not like but we needed the equipment, we needed the tools. Because some of the tools
Sure.
Like the grinders, borrows, we needed the shovels, we needed a lot of things. So too much because it has been a journey, a difficult one, but then, yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. It's great to hear that it's helped you. For people who don't know you, what does your business do? It's a very interesting business. I've never heard of such a business in the 7-8 years I've done work with T, the swimming pool. Tell them, who are you? What do you do? What service do you provide? What's your business about?
Oh, thank you. My name is Tuseleto Maleho. I'm the founder of Excessive Pools. We provide a wide services of services that range around the swimming pool industry and other complementary services. As you can see on our banner, we do a fiberglass lining. We build new swimming pools. We do a swimming pool maintenance and repairs. We do a green pool cleanup. We install paving. We install a swimming pool tile, pool pump, and filter installation. I actually wanted to do a presentation whereby I show you the our before and after pictures. Ne? Is it possible?
For the presentation?
Yeah.
I think because of time, we'll talk to the team and see if maybe we could share those slides with people who are here. But let's have a conversation for now, then we'll chat to to the team. So how long have you been in business for, and what are some of the challenges that you've faced, especially when it comes to selling? Because you're selling something that's unique, right? So what are some of those challenges that you've had?
First of all, when we started the business, we had to design the flyers. We designed the flyers, printer out to the suburbs, the flyers door to door, because we knew our target market. We went to the suburbs. The flyers from there, the clients 1 or 2. Then every time we are landing, we the pictures of whatever that we are doing. And then with those pictures, obviously we create a Facebook page or an account. And then every time we attend that client, we poster from the to the Facebook name. And then there's also what we call a marketplace. I can Facebook. Leona ya tusa a lot. So I posted the pictures every time it's a poster, and then from there, Rabana for no, Renali challenges happen as quotation, quotation. If you call us or maybe we your pool, or maybe we do a fiberglass installation. Measure your pool, maybe it's 7 by 4, we're gonna measure it, and then we give you a quotation. So we are competing with whites. So we're the only black entrepreneurs in Bloemfontein who are registered there, so we compete with whites. So every time we have a quotation, if the square meters is maybe 43 square meters, and then per square meter it's 180. Because we need a client, we're gonna decrease the square meter maybe to, let's say, 170. So the client is gonna compare the price. So you offer quotation, you say no, I'll get back to you. You go to the next one, offer a code, and then his is cheaper than Yaga, and then you're gonna go to him, and then Nike because he said you're gonna come back. So we use that strategy, decrease the amount of the square meter so that we can win the client. Then the challenge is in sharp with the amount. Instead of paying, the discount. And you know, especially if you the same color, always babata negotiate for discount. But then if it was a white person, hard to negotiate. If a white person has 100,000, then they're gonna pay 100,000. But because I'm black, they're gonna negotiate the price. Of which have I understand, I have employees, I have to pay, and tonally the expenses should maybe after completing a service or after maintaining your pool, after 5 days, your pool is leaking. Then it's an expense to me because I have to come and fix it because right now you give me the money. Yes. So, the challenge is tengata.
Yeah. And Bella, it's not like, it's not small amounts that you're working with. Like it's an entire swimming pool, meetup by square, and you're an entrepreneur, right? So how have you dealt with those challenges, especially from a mental point of view and not giving up? Because you've got entrepreneurs that are sitting here trying to get more customers, and you face these challenges. Babang baupatala lady, babang baumisa. What keeps you going? How have you dealt with those challenges to get up and to go and look for more customers?
Yo, you know, sometimes Lina I'm a human being. Wangala, obviously, like Utlongala, Wangala. So only a time whereby when a customer la chicana, because or providing the service you have to pay me. So why only difficulty for you to pay me after you provide a service? So hopefully a back and forth argument. So but then at the end of the day, only those customers selling okay, ke patala, and then the other amount of career after, and then they don't pay. It's okay. Or now they provide a quality service. Somewhere, somehow, someone will ask about someone who maintained your pool. Wabo. So, if illegal, I accept for all those challenges, but then the quality of our services is well. Yeah.
Tla re mshapeleng matsoho, tla re mshapeleng matsoho. So there's something asa compromising ka yona. Ke a di bona tse ding, okay, sometimes the clients but quality we be a kopile. Yes, the challenges are not thing, but quality we be a kopile, and you always remember that sponsor one basi shapile and their quality. We're speaking about growing your customers, ne?
Another thing.
Yeah, sure. Ed.
We came with this strategy, sorry, before we proceed, ne? On commencement, we want 70% deposit. Or maybe in future, you won't want to pay the other 30, then we don't care. At least you paid 70%. At least I'm not
70% is better than nothing. Eh?
Yes.
But you must, yeah, sure, I hear you. Continue.
If maybe we are building a new swimming pool, it won't be 70 because obviously we have to buy material. So we're gonna say 80%. At least if we lose, we know at least we gain something. We earned something.
Sure. 70%. Not 30%. So I see that you've brought your banner. It explains the services that you are providing. Marketing and PR, public relations, it plays a big role, right, in how you get your customers. What are some of the marketing strategies that you have used that you can share with the audience to get more customers, to make more sales, and to make more money?
Hi. So far, we don't even market. But when we started, we were using the flyers. I know for difficulty to go out there, the flyer, so convince them more to have one. But then that is the strategy that we used.
Sure.
We went there, the flyers, we went to door to doors, and then, from there, a poster from Facebook, obviously, and then we're gonna search your name, obviously, more Facebook, invite her. Then, obviously, Facebook will automatically invite some of the friends. And then when we post, we tag you in our post. We're gonna tag you, and then your friends will see her, hey, Excessive Pools was here. So from there, then that's all. We didn't do much.
Sure.
Because majority of our clients, we get them from their recommendations. Yeah.
Sure.
If we only provide a quality service, then someone will recommend us.
Sure.
Yeah.
So speaking about sales, I think Tabang spoke about it, that not everyone is your customer. And how to business, I mean, when I started as well, when we start, what is a challenge? So you were very specific in the beginning when you said, we didn't go to the township. Let's straight go to suburb saying, because we knew that's where our market is, and it still is. How do you say that? This is the question. How do you say no to someone who's a potential customer, but it's not the client really that you want to do work with? Because sometimes, but they're not like really your kind of client that you want to do work with. And sometimes there's the edge to work with them so you can make the money. But if you work with them and make the money, then you've taken that time which you could have used to focus on the premium client. So discipline, how do you keep it? How do you say no? Or do you say no?
We don't say no.
You don't say no.
No, we don't say no.
Why the suburbs? Why the suburbs? Let's speak on that one.
Because you can walk around the township, ne? A whole suburb ya township e leng hore ha ona pool. And it's not like dijarete tsa rona di nyane man, some of the yard you can see for more o ka se build a pool. So ya ga tsamaya di suburb because most of the time batho ba di suburb ba na le di pool, and some of them ba batla di pool. If I won't say hore batho ba bantsho ga ba dule mo di toropong, they do. Some of them, yes, ba afford dula toropong, and then they do approach us if ba batla swimming pool. But ha re di township re tlo advertise, we are wasting our time. We just wasting our time because if o batla pool o tlang WhatsApp o tla phone. If you feel like nna mo ke batla pool ko gaga.
Sure, and I guess when you say something which is very powerful, right? When you are very clear on the people that you are serving, there's always the other ones that are saying, I'm no. Why as a sevi? You know, if you say you're gonna work with private sector, they say, yeah, but why aren't you working with public sector? You've decided who it is that you want to work with, and you are very clear and specific about it. So there's a lot that you're dealing with there. But I love the fact that you're confident and you've said, this is who I'm working with, and that's where we are going. I'm going to ask you just 2 more questions, and then we're going to close it. Sales, dealing with a different type of market, there's rejection. How do you deal with rejection? And how can you advise other entrepreneurs when it comes to dealing with rejection? Because you're a human being, eh? Sometimes it hurts, sometimes you don't want to go again and do it. How did you deal with rejection?
I wouldn't say rona re dilana le rejections ne, because when you come to me and obatla code, I give you the code. If you don't come back, I know hore you're not interested. So I won't say for I went out there, kalo marketa, and then you gave me this attitude, or you said no, or what. So rona, the only people batlang ko rona ke batho be leng hore we know they want our services.
Sure.
Otherwise, if you didn't have a pool, or
Sure.
if you didn't want to build a pool.
Sure.
So we just give you the code. If it is too much for you, then you can go somewhere else.
Sure.
Otherwise, if you are interested, you'll come back. So we're not dealing with any rejections.
Yo, it's hard. But I've learned as well when it comes to sales, sometimes, but to about reject it because they don't want your product. Sometimes they're rejecting you because they want to see how badly you want it. Like, how hungry are you? And you have to fight, you have to go back, and you have to do more and more research. You've had people that have paid you a certain amount, sometimes about patali, but it's kept you going. Lastly, encouraging words to the entrepreneurs who are here, just for them to keep going out to get more clients. What is it that you'd like to share with them and leave with them?
I would say not persevere, go thata out there, and marketing lona is very difficult. So for those who are selling, guys, keep up doing the good work. Keep up. Marketing is not for me.
It's not your strength.
It's not for me, na marketing. I don't talk too much, but the only thing I can go to Kayona, you can see was my good work. This is what I'm good at. And then, yes, I can convince you more Facebook or Kai Hore. But then to stand there and convince you, hey, we are doing the swimming pools thing, I don't do that. But then, it's not easy to buy an entrepreneur and a startup entrepreneur. And then I know some of you but the funding, and then last kila the funding. Restartile like keep for the print out the flyers, distributor. From there, the pictures. We created a Facebook account. From there, for now we are gaining more clients. That's only when we registered our business because we wanted funding. And the funders out there, the business account, LG, the a track record, how how's the business doing. So we tried that, fail. So, Ra pusha. So re pushite until Tia came, ra pitch idea, ra win, and then it retusite a lot.
Sure.
So let's give up and le khaoganele di investors is la bentse di batla di business account to apply ya ga batla turnover ya bokana eng have hope. Ho tla tla bo Tia batla le thusa.
Have hope. T will come and rescue you along with NetBank. But it's a story, I think, of resilience. A story of not giving up. It's a different kind of product. It's a different kind of market. They are on their own, but they are pushing. Customer after customer. Even though it's 70%, yeah, 70%, yeah, but it's perseverance. Get up and keep going. Excessive Pools, Kobaram Shapeleng Matsoho, our incredible pitch winner from the last competition that we had. Is there anybody who's got a question? Brief question. I'm only going to I see the hand there, and I see the hand there. Please come to the front. There's just 2 questions. Yes, my brother. My sister, please come to the front. Very quickly, 2 questions. Please come to the front. No, my brother. We're not my mail. She's still here. I want a question. You have a question? You've got a question. A question. A question. Ladies and gentlemen, nagigom seveti. Kifu a script. Question. She's still here. We're going to converse after. I humbly ask because I don't want to be the mean guy. No, my brother. My brother, listen. I'm going to give you the opportunity. You're going to say your name, your surname, ask the question to the lady. She's going to respond. Then we're going to move. We together? Sharp, Shai. Nad. Where's the... Please come this Simon. All right. Please can you... She will guide you. Please just... All right. So you're going to name, surname, question. Then when you're done, please give the mic to the lady at the back. Ne? Thanks, my brother. Over to you.
Okay. My name is Tepo William Sahau. I'm in construction business, but I have a question for you, my lady. I just want to know that, do you have a lawyer right now?
Do you have a lawyer?
I don't have a lawyer.
You don't have a lawyer. All right, so the conversation that you and her are going to have when we have our networking session now is around lawyer.
She should have involved NCR.
All right, this is going to be an interesting conversation. Lawyer, NCR, 70%. Okay, thanks for the question, my brother. Please come, my sister. Do you have a lawyer? Do you have a lawyer? The Scorpions. Can they save your business and your sales? Oh, hey! Clientele, okay. My sister, your question, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how what is it advice and kindness the entrepreneurs? You mentioned 2 things more like how much face to face marketing, but you had a solution or data like Facebook and whatnot. And then the other one would say hot heart. So what is like when affect really the entrepreneurs refocus on it's a business how be successful because on so hot and when now we successful because rabona the post out the sharp you are running a successful business. So botate mbarona borona re go face ke eng o ka re blellang hore re be successful jolo ka wena as an upcoming entrepreneur.
Great question. Sure.
Okay. Hi, kere hotata ne. Yeah, very hotat because rona business ya rona is seasonal ne. From April up until August, we don't have declines. Declines tsa rona o ka kreya 1 or 2 because majority of the declines tsa rona ha ba berekise di pool ka season eo. It's winter. Ke manga batlang ho swima ka winter. So that's why I'm saying khotata. So the money that we have from August up until February or March, we have to re-berekise wisely up until re qeta, ne? So, but then I don't know the business still dirang, ne? I don't but then oska give up in whatever that you do. Otlo kreya batho be leng hore batlo o nyenyefatsa in your business.
Sure.
Or otlo kreya a competitor a leng hore o rekisa the very same products that you are selling, ne? Until we make sure hore the products are how ke quality. That is the only thing. Hana next elong hore otlo o tlametse we yetse because okay, for a leaf, I feel like one. Happy sometimes it's about how you market your product. Nankata maya, kabona rekisa di kuku beke fit, and then the next person abanke misa kebeki ema. It's about you or market as your business. Babo. So nake quality service.
Quality service. Quality.
I give you rekisi cheap material. So kidirabo show hore ke satisfy a customer.
Fantastic. All right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, Kopare Chapele to Seleto from Excessive Pools. A round of applause. Come on, welcome, come on, welcome, come on, welcome, come on, welcome. Baba sa shopping mat, okay, ngalina di swimming pool. Please, can we get a gift? On behalf of T, we want to say big thank you. Once again, all the products that are in here bought from our exhibitors, we really appreciate it. Please look at our camera. And then now we're going to head to our next activity. So what's going to happen now? We are nearly done. We're going to get into what we call networking. Right? Where you are going to meet someone new. Okay? Because Akid, some of you are sitting next to the next millionaire or billionaire. I need you to look at the person on your right, left and right and ask, do you know who you're sitting next to? You don't know who you're sitting next to. Maybe it's the next millionaire or billionaire. Again. So we must never undermine who we are sitting next to. Again. Even if we can't do business together now, but we go tea, so cafe, and we connect, right? So, after we do the networking, we've got a Baula chat, we announce the winner, we have lunch, and we network. Then it's a wrap. What I need you to do now, your belongings, your bags, please look after them. What you're going to do is everyone is going to stand. Please, don't move the chairs. Leave the chairs as they are. And then when you stand, you are going to network with the row that is behind you. So, I did this before and I asked everyone to stand and network with the row that's behind them. Then everyone faced that way. So if you're all facing that way, who are you networking with? Second row, you'll network with the third row. So the third row, you don't need to stand and face that way. Are we together? Fourth row, you'll network with the fifth row. Fifth row, Labasheba, you face each other. And you network. Kenna, Kichuna, idea kaki, business kaki ko. You know what I mean? So we're going to network for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Can we do that? Please, can everyone stand? And network with the row. Row A, B2. Row 2. You network with row 3. So row 3, just as you are. Ne? Row 4. Meba, kwena row 4. Or network row 5. Okay. So, row 5, you stay as you are. Are you together? Network with the row behind you. Let's start networking. Let's start networking. Welkom entrepreneurs, let's network. What business do you run? Let's network. You can use those 4 questions from the pitch. Let's network, let's network, let's network. Meet someone new. Go for fella target ya 5. 5 new people. Please don't move the chairs. Once again, let's network. Exchange business cards. Exchange contact details. Tell people about your service. What do you do? We're networking. Hashtag join us for tea. Hashtag together beke lebeke. How do you grow your customers? One way to grow your customers is to network. Let's network. Clarity baningi. Ake batlo ubona uempu uliwan. I don't want to see you standing by yourself. Find someone. Let's network. Coming together to network, meet each other. Tlabueng business, Bafetu. Let's talk business. Respana Juan really too, my bra. Let's network. At least 5 new people are loving what I'm seeing. Ke a rata ntho e ke e bonang. Ke a rata ntho e ke e bonang, Welkom. Ke a rata ntho e ke e bonang. People are taking down numbers. Let's network, let's network, let's network, let's network. How Fedi to move on to a new person. Go and meet a new person. Let's network. Hashtag join us for tea. Hashtag together beke lebeke. We're networking. We're networking. We're meeting new people. Tarete baneng. At least 5. Ne, kufile target ya 5. How fedita? Move on. Go and meet another person. Uska mo share ba pele before decide. I love it. People are exchanging contact details. We're networking. Let's network. Let's network. Welkom. Sure. Yeah. That's why I've given them a target of 5. No. At least 5 new people. At least 5. As of one, move on because get check. I understand it's intense. Exchanging the number later. Let's move. At least 5. Please don't move the chairs. Just move the body and the spirit. A few more minutes left. I've given you a target of at least 5 new people. Let's network. A few more minutes left. I'm loving what I'm seeing, Welkom. I'm loving what I'm seeing. 5. Now bring business. Let's talk opportunities. Let's talk collaboration. Recevez à joindre really tout. Mais paraspana joindre really tout. Araspanning. Hashtag join us for tea. Hashtag together beke. We're networking. Let's go. Let's share the love. If you're seeing exhibitors, you're looking at their products, fine. Maybe on a new buyer, tag them. Take a picture of their products, tag them on social media. Show them some love. I love what I'm seeing. A couple more minutes left. Libitso la hao ha ile babalwa kopa o tlohe mo emeng ko teng. Ke neng o eme? Haie, hacks. 5 new people. A few more minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Make the most out of it. We're networking. Let's network. Let's network. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to go. more minutes. I gave you a target of 5. 2 more minutes. I love what I'm seeing, my brother. You're giving people a taste of your products. 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. One more minute. 1 more minute. 1 more minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tag our exhibitors on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter. Let's show them some love. Let's show them some love. "30 seconds to go." 30 seconds to go. How many people have you met? How many people are you going to do business with? 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Let's show love to our exhibitors. I see a lot of you are going to their stores. Tag them on social media. A few more seconds to go. And then we're back for the Mbaula chat. Few more seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. Let's do business. Let's connect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for time, we will have an opportunity again after we eat lunch to network. Let's get ready for the Mbaula chat. Please, can everyone take their seats? As we get ready for the Mbaula chat. Ushers, T-team, please assist in getting everyone to sit down as we get ready for the Mbaula chat. We will have an opportunity to network after the session. We'll have lunch. Please, can we all sit down so we can continue with the program? I humbly ask you, please. Please. Team, let's get everyone to sit down, please. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, at the back, Komorauho, please can we sit down, take our seats. Thank you so much. We will have an opportunity to network again after lunch. Anytime you go to an event, don't sit next to the person you came with. Le nkutlwile? Le kalami taxi le le 2. Le jele breakfast le le 2. Wa meet on na guy. All right. We still together? By show of hands, how many of you enjoyed that? Yeah? How many of you met someone new? How many? I said 5. How many? How many? 5? Okay. So I need the hands down, right? Let me see by a show of hands. How many of you found people that you're going to do business with, that you're going to work with? Keep those hands up. Let me see. You found someone that you're going to do business with. All right? Where's the mic? Don't put the hands. I want to get a mic. Oh, no. Don't relax. Spoo. Is another mic there? One, two. No. Yeah, just give it. Yeah. So let me see the hands again. Hands, you found someone that you're sure you're going to do business with. Let's start here. Please give the mic to my sister in the red t-shirt. My sister, your name, your surname, who is it that you found that you're going to do business with?
Dumelang.
Let's just hang on. All right, shot.
Dumelang. My name is Madinewo. I'm selling cleaning chemicals, deep cleaning chemicals. I found my sister at CD. She said she's going to take some of my chemicals and put the chemicals in her store. So it's going to be another thing. Please.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you. Shout out. Sisters doing business together. Take those chemicals. Anyone? Yes, there's my brother there. Please, can we get him the mic? You for sure. And this is on camera, eh? Because sometimes when it's on camera, yeah, we're gonna work together. How do man? This is business. We mean business, my brother. You found someone that you're gonna do business with. Tell us more about it. Who is it? What business are you two gonna do together?
I met Selo, who was sitting next to me. He's in construction, and I'm in transportation. I have a truck, so he's one person that I know I'll be working with in the future.
Yo! All right, sure. So construction and transportation are coming together. That's powerful. Right here. One more. My sister with the red jacket. Name, surname, who are you doing business? And I also want the person who you're going to do business with to stand up. Ask I feed.
Okay.
Camera, capture both of them.
My name is Bitumelelo Hola and I run a mobile food spa. And she's gonna be providing me with bathing salts because I need them.
Wow.
And I met also Abdika Tleho, he's gonna be my digital marketer because I flop at that.
Wow. That's huge. That's big. The business is here, guys. Business is here. And you know, even if you're not going to do business together, at least you know someone. One day someone says, hey, it's on the transport. You're not in that industry, but you say, hey, my bro, I've got your business. Now you got 10%, I got 90%. It's business. It's right? And please, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have, you stood up, you shared with us who you're gonna do business with. Even if you didn't get an opportunity to share, send us a message, a DM, because this is what it's about for us, right? To see township entrepreneurs coming together and doing real business. Send us a DM. Hey, T, I was at the workshop. Go, Welkom. Look at us. We're doing business together. Hashtag join us for tea. Hashtag together big. Right? Please, fantastic. Let's work, guys. We're now moving over to the Mbaula chat. I'm just getting the bio of this gentleman who will be joining us on stage. Please give me a second. So we give him the introduction. All right, so this is the Mbaula Chat. You'll find out more about it where we get to sit and learn, because if we are learning, then we can be. I'll never forget. I tapelori shapi Lord. But just to sit and to learn again. Angithi bathi ngezulu indlela kwabaphambili angithi. Those who have gone ahead angithi. Those who have achieved what we may desire to achieve. They've got the secret. So we need to sit back and be like a sponge, observe, listen, and learn. This is a Mbaula Chat that you want to listen to. Who's this gentleman that I'm introducing on stage? Libitso la hae ke Mr. Thabiso Mpore. That's right, my brother? Mpore. Okay. Nna ke re Mpore. I ke re nna ke ibitsa se ke Mpore. R-E. But I've been, what's the word? Yeah, I'm struggling to find the English words. Mpore. Okay, Mpore. Watch the face, Mpore. All right. Okay. There's more to it. You want to listen to this. He is the founder of Kgetugollo Trading and Projects, known as KTS Tires Solutions. Dunlop Express. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman that's going to come onto stage has managed to overcome various challenges in order to make his dreams become a reality. Historically, Dunlop Express is a newly established, independent, owned tire fitment and service offering. Quite interesting. Tire. I saw earlier, one of our finalists was having a conversation. And the finalist is the one who supplies tires. Today, he gets to sit with someone who works in the tire industry and is a heavy hitter. It's about coming together and connecting. Let me continue to read the bio. Since inception in 2014, the Dunlop Express program has grown rapidly with a footprint across Africa. Dunlop Express has made great strides with more than 80 stores nationwide. Incredible. This gentleman has over the years grown in the industry. He is currently the first black person to become the vice chairman of TEPA, Tire Equipment Parts Association. The first black person. I think that deserves a round of applause for our brother, Mr. Thabiso. We'll find out more, but lastly, he's a member of Transformation Committee, Retail Motor Industry. So, yeah, and he's here to share with us his journey, to share how he's growing sales, how he's become the first black person, and many more. But most importantly, to have a conversation, to help entrepreneurs get to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like us to please stand as we welcome this gentleman onto stage and show some massive love. Welkom. Let's get up on our feet and put our hands together for Mr. Thabiso Mpore. Come on, welcome. Come on, welcome. Come on, welcome. Come on, welcome. Let's show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Brother, welcome. All right, so Mbaula Chat, it's a conversation. It will be facilitated by Bulelane Balabala, Mr. Get Things Done himself. My brother, gents, over to you.
How's everyone doing? Sharp. Before I talk to this amazing gentleman on my right, this particular topic, is a very important one for me. But it's not just an important one for me, it should be a topic that's important for every entrepreneur.
You know, because sales is the sales is the lifeline of every business. You know, if you're in business and you're running a business, sales doesn't have a type because you chose entrepreneurship. So if sales is not your type, you must practice it being your type every single day. So you stand in front of the mirror every single day for 2 minutes, you practice your elevator pitch. You practice your elevator pitch, you are pitching to a crowd, you practice that pitch. You are preaching to whoever's a buyer or a deal maker, you practice that pitch. It's not just that practice makes perfect, but practice of the right thing makes perfect. When you sort of go back to, when you go back to the workshops that we've done, for instance now, all of them are live on YouTube. And what that then does is it allows you an opportunity for you to go and watch all the pitches. That's a competitive advantage because you are able to then analyze which pitches aligned with you. What style did they use? Because it's not just saying the same thing in the same way to every single person, you know, in the repetitive sense, and you think you're gonna close. No, it's being able to understand the person that you're selling to and selling that to that person in a way that would be effective to them. But you have to sell, and you have to sell each and every day. Now, selling every day on the backdrop of running your business functionally is a difficult thing, and that's a reality. Because you must sell, you must, you know, deliver whatever you need to deliver on. So what then do we then do? It's a discipline. You must train yourself. You know, similar to someone who wants to lose weight like me, I must jog every other day. Maybe I must also change my diet and do a couple of other things that smart nutritionists or dietitians or whatever want to would suggest. You do that, but you do it as a discipline. You know, because the things are not easy learned that are the most effective. They are hard learned. But the moment they are learned, they become normal and they become natural. You sell every single day. So this thing, you know, you know, because whenever you don't sell, so 2 things, and then we jump into the conversation that I just wanted to share. You know, it's cheaper to grow your customer base from the customers that you currently have. Are you asking them for referrals? Number 1. Number 2, are you actually understanding who your customer is? So in this moment right now, if you are running a special and you need to send it out to your customers, do you even have their contact details? Just basic data like that. So, but someone says, no, but you know, business toma, the perfume, I'm selling the cake, the biscuit. No. For the fact that you've got a customer, you've got a valuable thing. You've got someone who's proving your business concept. Because when you don't have a customer, it's not a business, it's a hobby. But when you've got someone who says they're willing to invest a 1 rand, 5 rand, or 6 rand, that's power, because now you've got the power of going back to that person because you've got their details and asking them, but why did you buy from me when there were so many others? The answer to that becomes a shift question, because what you now need to do is sell to more people that look like that individual that bought from you. Now you've got insights of what that person is and what they're interested in. Utilize that data. You know, in big English, they would call it data, but all it is being able to just understand your customer. Not everyone's your customer. So the lady sat here and she spoke about the swimming pool. And she said she's not going to go to the township market. It sounds a little bit offensive, but business is not about emotions. It's about understanding who your target market is. You know, I mean, you sort of look at one of the strategies that luxury goods use. Very interesting. So a person who actually has the money to spend 200,000 rand walks into a store. Some of the sales ladies and gents are actually taught to ask the person, sir, I've noticed that you were looking for quite a while. Are you sure you can afford this? You know what a wealthy person does? They don't storm out of the room. You know what they do? They buy double or triple whatever they wanted to buy as a show of force. But the salesperson has met their targets. Then you know what happens after that? They then build rapport with this sales individual, so that every time I come, you now know that you need to call me because I need to show people, I need you to be able to show whatever acquaintances I bring into the store that I know you, but apart from the fact that I know you, I am the man. And because you're the man, you can't just buy 3 now because the last time you bought 3. You need to prove to me that you are the man. But that might not necessarily work within your space. But it's those type of techniques that you then need to then take into your business. So it then goes back to your time, whatever you call your downtime, what are you doing? Are you learning? Are you developing? What are you doing? If you've got time now, you've got a cell phone and you're on Facebook. Are you on Marketplace and seeing what other guys are doing? Are you on YouTube and seeing what other guys are doing? Low-hanging fruits, existing companies, customers, harvest their data, engage them, understand why they buy from you, ask them for referrals, incentivize those referrals, meaning I'll give you 10% off, or if you bring 5 people, you refer society, do those things and then get those individuals to become your ambassadors. But sell, the first job and main job you have is to sell every single day. Make no mistake. So when you are here, there's no ego. You leave the ego at the door. You forget the person that you came with. You're tengisa jo. You're tengisa. You've spoken to everyone, because if there are 300 people here, guess what? You've got 300 potential customers. On those 300 potential customers, if you are able to actually find 20 that are actual leads, then you've won. Because those are the people that you follow up on Monday. So we've made your job easier. But to come here and to listen to these amazing presentations, and then you're going to go home and practice them, but you left your customers, it's vain pursuit. Sell every day. So it brings me tremendous honor, to be facilitating this Mbawula chat with this amazing gentleman on my right. Very seasoned entrepreneur, very sharp and decisive. But I think most importantly for me, he's got the community at the heart of everything that he does, my personal belief, and what I've been able to pick up. But over and above that for me, primarily driven by being able to bring along the next individual, but not just bring along people who are looking for handouts, but people who are willing and ready to work and put in the effort and the time. So as if they didn't read your bio, as if I didn't read your bio, I don't know anything about you. Introduce yourself like a stranger, talking to strangers right now.
Everybody. Like they said, my name is Tabiso Mpore. I'm from Virginia. My business is situated in Virginia. Often I get the question, my brother, that when did I start with business? And to be quite honest, I find it very difficult to say I started being business 13 years ago. But the reality is that my first registered business was 13 years ago. But myself, Tabiso, I'm one person who's been always driven by business. I always wanted to do business. I remember in my high school early, when the teacher asked randomly, what do you want to be when you grow up? And everybody is saying, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, And during that time, it was common for many to say, to mention those professions. And I stand up and say, I want to have money. And everybody started laughing, Like, how's possible? I know, I just want to have money. That's what I want to do. And during that time, I remember even at school, I was selling sweets. I was selling some fruits. And I did that throughout my high school till I get to tertiary. If I can tell you, I have never had a formal employment. Basically, I don't know payslip. When I get I have something that I've never had on my name. Yes. All these years, I get salary advice. But because I'm in business now, I must have salary advice because I get the salary. I don't even have one, but okay, the salary I get is consistent. But if Banga one day Bambata salary advice, I must call the officer. Can you do me 3 months bank statement salary advice? Yeah, so I did not start with the tire business that I was introduced here with. I've been in I've been in business. I've tried many business, but ultimately I found passion into tire and automotive services. And that passion was introduced by the business that I was involved with before, which I still have. I'm into transportation as well. So that transportation has introduced me to the tire business. And I always say to people, as an entrepreneur, you may be a director of many businesses, but you need to have what we call focus point. Do you understand what I'm saying? How work at it's fine. But when you get to my space, that's when you realize that I've got these other entities that I'm doing that you are also struggling to have. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to introduce myself to people. It's easy for me to introduce myself into a market to say, I'm into automotive services and tire supplier. But once then we are able to unpack more.
I think you said something I totally didn't expect, but it's one of the most powerful things. He says, have a focused approach, but that focus must lead you to the point where you end up being known as Mr. Ditayer. The moment you are known by that, you've attracted the customer. And then you're able to sell the customer any other thing. You know, this then is important to me, you know, as a business owner myself, because, you know, sometimes we try and do so many things that people don't even know how to differentiate you. Because I can know selling whatever works, then you become that person. But this then approach then solidifies you as a business owner. But now, Pratavis, you know, I want to sort of track back here. You've never worked anywhere before. Now you're entering this world of entrepreneurship. I mean, how did you deal with, you know, imposter syndrome and the psychology, you know, around entrepreneurship? Because, you know, sometimes it seems like type of thing. And sometimes you're in a space and you're given opportunities to say, no, come pitch. But you yourself cancel yourself before you even get to the customer. You know, did you have those moments, and how did you work yourself out of that? You know, being a young boy who grew up into an amazing man from Virginia.
Look, I must say it's not easy for everyone to even go and to pitch your business idea when people don't even know you. But I always say start with you. You must work more harder on yourself so that whatever you may sell to other person, that person is able to buy it from you because you believed in it. You know? I want to commend the people that came to pitch today. You know, it's not easy to pitch, but if you are driven by something, I'm not saying if you are driven by hunger, don't go to business because you've sent 10 CVs and you are not appointed. You know, I'm driven by a passion. I am an entrepreneur. I'm in that journey. So even if I may be rejected today by this financial institution, I will try another financial institution because I'm the one who's got an appointment with the future.
A round of applause. Allah, come on. And that then talks to your own personal conviction. You know, how bad do you want it? And what are you going to then do about it? What are some of the failures or challenges you've come across? You know, this is one of the common questions I always ask when I have Mbawula chat, because obviously we all don't look like our problems. And especially if you're in the Mbawula chat seat, then you definitely don't look like any problems at all. You know, and it almost seems like you are living on cloud nine. Have there been those moments of where you felt like I'm closing down, I'm leaving this place?
I want to be honest with you, I've never been that. Because even if I would want to key and say I'm leaving this, I don't have experience of 5-year experience in the management somewhere. So ultimately, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be honest, the doors have been closed for me, and I knock on the next one. You know, when I started these things, I started in an event space, you know. So I used to, before I had even the equipment, I used to do event management. And that's when I started to engage with different people. And I learned at a very early age the importance of saving money for better future. Like I said, when I started my business at a very early age, I used to save money to maintain my life while I was at school. So even to get to the tire business, if I say I was funded by this, no, I will be lying. I've pitched, I've applied for loan. I still remember, I still have a rejection letter from one institution when they say they've funded somebody on the same business idea and that business failed. But I continue because it was me who saw the need. I saw the market, I saw the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So when I scoop a contract, the same institution came to me and said, look, we are prepared. We want to give you money to work. And now now I've got money. I can work. Don't worry. It's not like before when I started. Now I can work. Don't worry. I'm fine. You know. So giving up is a last thing. It's a very last thing on my mind. It doesn't exist. It's like asking me, how do you deal with competition? Competition should be there. I mean, otherwise you're gonna relax. It has to be there to keep you moving, to keep you improving. So the market that I'm into, honestly, it's wide dominated market. All right, it's very difficult to penetrate that. And I don't sell my business by the color of my saying. No, my BE score point will take me. No, I sell my business according to the service that I will be offering you. And rest assured, I hear people talking about digital marketing and what. Those things are very good. I mean, today, all of us, we've got smartphones, but never undermine word of mouth. It's very important. When somebody asks, where did you get these tires? And say, you know, I was assisted by the guy in Virginia. It was at night. That guy wake up and he gave me his service. The word of mouth is very important.
There's so many notes. Masterclass 10 out of 10. You know, because this, Akit, I've got tons of questions, you know. But you see, what I love in what you said reminds me of a case study I read years ago when Michelin, well, the cigarette brand was being banned from advertising and cigarette brands were being banned. They then took one of the F1 cars or Formula One cars and they didn't put any logos on it and they branded it red. The magazine spreads were red, the billboards were red, but it was their signature red because not all reds are the same, similar as the Nedbank green is definitely not the same green. But to the eyes it seems so, but to the brain it's not, right? But the conversational pieces that came out of that sparked curiosity and engagement. And I think with every small business, latch on to these words. Don't just be focused on Abudu wa print and let's a business card. It's all about, is that whatever marketing or print products you're gonna have, are they gonna get people talking? You know, get them to get people talking. Let them build a level of engagement because when they build engagement, the chances of you selling are amazing. But I wanna ask this. So here you are, you've never worked. Where does the experience come from? Because you know some of the challenges that you come across, especially when you talk to the small business, some of the small business primarily driven by younger guys and the sort, is if they are rendering a service sometimes, then it's not excellent. It's almost this mindset, like there's this thing that we used to say, what a 6 or 9. Yeah, I mean, I know I said I'd deliver at 2 o'clock, Marake 4, at least the item has been delivered. Yeah, well, but you've got a level of meticulousness and a level of we need to deliver perfectly. Where does that come from? And how have you developed those learnings over the years to be able to navigate the complexities of business?
Very important. Very important.
Okay.
Very important question, my brother, I must say. le wena ha o tswa mo, I'm going to chat with you. Go, but what do you do? So I'm one person. I'm not afraid to ask. Ke tla o botsa. You know, I remember one day after I dropped out of school, there was this guy, man. He resigned from Mosebetsi 1925, and he's busy every day. And I asked him, "Wait, am I?" You know, and from that day, I remember ke la ka ba close to this person to a point ya hore ha ke tloa pela hae ne se ke na le information ke bona hore ke e tswa tjena motho ona o rekisa. And that person at that time was doing artist management. He was purely doing artist management. He's big in events now, you know. So many people don't want to ask. You want to, what no. When you look at me and people say I'm into Thai business, I know no, both are. Then you'll realize, you know what, there's actually more that I had to learn from this person than so I ask. That's when I got most of my experience. I ask. Even tires, I don't even know how to feed a tire myself. I don't know. You know, I didn't even know how to sell. By the time I went to that business, I didn't even know my tire size. So I went to this white champ and I told him, I've got this and idea. Can I come to your shop and check? So he allowed me an opportunity to go and check, and then I keep on asking, so what is this? What is the importance of having this machine? So what is this? What is the importance of having this? From that person, I came out, kinal information and kinal idea, which direction I must take.
I mean, I hope you guys are loving this, because this, on the backdrop of, I think he mentioned also a powerful note in the previous answer. He talked a little bit about competition, that it's not bothersome because it keeps you competitive. And then on the back of that, he then gives an amazing example of someone who's confident within their business, who didn't see him as a competitor and said, no, I'll give you all the information, you know, but you have to do a critical thing that we're being told here. Ask, you know, ask, go out there and ask, go out there and ask and learn, you know. But there's a motto you live by. I mean, I really liked it when I read it in the formal bio. What does that motto mean to you? Okay, first, what is the motto, and what does that motto really mean to you?
We are entrepreneurs, right? And it is very important that you should be in business to make money. Don't leave that behind. So by being in business of making money, there's a certain lifestyle that you may want to live, or where you want to be in life. Amongst one of the books that I read recently, I read Vuyo Tembekwayo. And he said, the distance between the life you are in and the life you want is discipline. Right? And I find this motto from Vuyo talking to me to say, how then do I want to grow my business? I have 2 branches now. What is my 5-year plan? Where do I see myself in the next 5, 10 years? All right? My company is Retogolo. I'm under the franchise of Dunlop. How do I see myself? Will you ever own a franchise? So for me to achieve all of those things, I must have first things first, discipline. And the financial discipline is very important in business.
I mean, I like that, but you know how we are as small businesses, right, or business owners. I mean, I am the business, like it's always as it said popularly. So Ginkamo, and I pay my personal bills, and I pay other bills. Then I've got someone I really like in my life. Then I buy them things from here, and you know, orders undelivered. You know, I think for me, I love the nugget that you gave, but can you just really talk to that level of importance? Because, but also, before you talk about that level of importance, you spoke about when you were in school, you were already saving money from the money that you were getting. Where did that come from? You know, because these, you know, we constantly have conversations in groups and friends and in troves, and we talk about how financial education is important. We need to have it in and around at home. Was it an experience that you had? Was it being taught to say, this is what you need to do to be able to further your life financially? Because everything, I believe, one way or another boils down to finances, because relationships and friendships and business and
the saving thing started very early. I mean, every one of us knows your background. You know if you have money, you don't save it. You know where you come from. So the saving part was informed by that. But when I was in tertiary, I was studying internal auditing. So I was doing finances as well. So I knew, I learned from there that it is important to save. So I learned from there that I need to save, especially if there's something we want. You know, sometimes people just save money for rainy days. You are told that save money for rainy days, and you know what I'm saying. But also you must learn to save money if you want to extend or expand your business. Don't be comfortable in your space of business and say, I'm doing this business and the competitions, you know. Always dream more, dream to grow. So that's when I learned, that's how I learned to save money.
I just want to pause here. Sorry, I just want to check my time. Okay, cool. We're going to take some quick. But I want to pause here and ask, I mean, are you guys learning anything? Because I'm sitting here gobsmacked. It's amazing. I mean, for me personally, it's one of the best Mbaula sessions we've had, because I've asked simple questions, but because there's a wealth of information, we're being steered through an amazing masterclass, but masterclasses within masterclasses. Now here you are, you're building this business and you've been able to branch out into the second branch, you know. And one of the common problems we have as entrepreneurs is, my employees are not doing what I want them to do. They are not listening. Working with people is difficult. They don't deliver. You know, building teams is a very difficult thing. You know, I wish I could just work alone. We complain in various forms and in various ways and whatsoever the case is. How have you been able to build, you know, the teams that you've worked with, you know, with discipline? How have you been able to navigate those terrains, you know, that gives us challenges or sleepless nights sometimes?
You are interviewing me, right? Yeah. Then let me ask you. Does your employees know your vision?
They should, yeah.
My employees knows my vision, right? As you walk into the business, the vision of the business is there. They've signed it. They know what is expected from them.
I love that. I love they've signed.
They've signed the commitment. They are committed to that.
I don't know what to say. No, because you know, I don't wanna be selfish. I've got tons of questions. I mean, I'm really, because you know, one of the biggest things personally we always desire with this segment is for an outpouring of information and not have it be surface level. For the person to be able to come here and say, there are practical things that I'm going to research more of when I get home, so that it transforms your business. And I believe that with this information that's been given, I mean, we've just been sitting here for, you know, 29 minutes. That is transformational. You can go learn these things and go deeper in them, and then they transform your business. But I want to ask now, and then I'll ask my last two before we close. But I want to ask, I mean, is there anyone maybe who has a question? You know, this is your chance. If you've got a question, just let me stand so I see there's a gentleman at the back. Just 2, 3, 4 questions. There's a gent in the blue. There's a lady here. Okay, there's a lady there. I'll start with these first 4. No? What I'm going to ask is that you please come this side for me. The ones who've... come. Don't know how to come. Yeah. Come. The 4 that I've seen, please just come this side. Perfect. So this is you pause at that marker over there. Double up the stage. Hey, entrepreneurs, I love them. The level of chutzpah. Yeah, so that's your spot there. He's our first. So the X marks the spot here, and then you guys just park over there. You ask the question, like working relay. Shapaga mic, then he asks the question. So I don't know what format you'd want to take. Do you want them all to ask, or you'll answer as they ask? Perfect. There you go.
Okay. Kalebo. Kalebitso ke Tebo Mapige ke hla Orange Grove hona Thabo. And then po ke kopa botsa potso e lengwe fela ho wena hore ana business tse no ka di dira tsona before jalo ka no thuso successfully ka inana ya mathere. Ola khutlela ho yona wa reversa di mistakes tsa ha ona because of now ke utla ga go no sugar khuta di ntho tse le re o di fihlelletse o bua ntho street ke re re ratang di ntho ka teng le di entrepreneur ke go ke lebo.
Daddy, before you leave, I want to understand your question. Do you want to know whether the business sounds like or what do you want to know?
Yeah.
You want to know that? Okay. Okay. From where I started, most of the business that I've started with, I still have, and I'm still doing them. It can be that I'm not on the same because of the commitment, but I'm still doing them. Let's talk about the events. I used to do event management. I'm now renting events infrastructure. So your sound, your abolition facility, your tents, I'm doing that. I'm no longer doing management of the events anymore.
Okay. Thank you. Kalibitso ke nna was Chabalala ke dula ka ona ka bona ka batho. Nna ke tlo ba mtelele ke batla fela go botsa fela potso e one fela hore since we are at this event e ke nanang hore it's a skills development program for basically people who are into business. My question is directed to you, how do you then train business people who are into business, more especially those they are facing financial crises, but then the proposals it's abona, the strong proposals it's abona, the hloka or the amendu money and again, how to analyze a proposal according to the proposal I submitted. Which are the points, main points say Osheban proposal high katsona? Thank you.
To be honest with you, I've never been in a space here that I will tell you your proposal is bankable or not. No? But I've got to believe, especially as a business person, often our proposal, we take them to people who are not in business, right? To the bank, that person has not ever been in a business. And they will tell you about the projections and what, and risk and what, you know what I'm saying? But because that's your proposal, that's what you believe in. Ne? Being rejected once or twice doesn't necessarily mean your business you won't succeed doing your business. That's number one. Number two, yes, I assist people where I can. I assist people where I can. If you've gotten an idea, if I can, I'm able to polish your idea to say, look, why don't you do it like this instead of doing it like this? Yes, I'm able to do that. Did I answer all the questions?
So what I'm gonna do, because we've got a line and time. So after I'll arrange for just for 2 seconds. Thank you. But what I'm gonna ask is when you go back, please go, don't please. I'm telling you.
Thanks, Bulelan. Putabiso Sabona Prague. My name is Bandile. I'm from the Eastern Cape. I'm a founder of what we call IL Remedy for Colleague. I have 2 questions for you. The first question is, do you own 100% of your business? And the second question is, you said you have multiple businesses. I want to know, are all your businesses under one business or under one company, or you have different companies?
Thank you very much. It's important questions. I am Tabiso of Khetokholo. That one must be no. All right. Now, when you go to tires, it says KTS Tire Solutions from Khetogolo, right? When I go to events infrastructure, it says Khetogolo Events Infrastructure. So Khetogolo is a group of companies. So I own 100%. It's an umbrella Khetogolo. So I'm a 100% shareholder. Yes.
Dumela ntate. Ke kopa ho botsa tjena, ke nna ke Matshidiso, ke mona na Welkom mo Thabong. Ke na le spaza ka mona ka Thulamtwana. Ke batla ho tseba hore na when did you start paying yourself? You said you don't know anything about payslip. When did you start paying yourself and how did you manage to, because no Jinana, as I've started, I haven't paid myself. It's about 6 months to 9 months, eventually really handle a nice big spaza shop. I started paying Moto Am Tusang weekly because there's not much to do. But when do I start paying myself? That's the question. I don't know if it's clear.
It's also an important question. When do you start to pay yourself? You know, financial discipline is something that must be with us. I've been with KTS, I think for a year. I wasn't getting salary there, but because I've got other avenues, streams of income, I was getting salary, and I was comfortable with that. I start seeing the business after second year to say, look, there's a direction. I'm going somewhere, and I want to tell you, because in the beginning, I was depending on what we say is a walk-in customers. So I grew my customer base, all right? So I didn't stay in the shop. I went out to go look for business. I'll make an example. You are saying you got the spaza, you are into grocery store, right? By now you should be on a database of SASA. You know SASA is supplying, SASA is issuing out RFQs. Yes. You know, RFQ doesn't need you to have a connection. RFQ to go and supply a certain school with a grocery. You see, that's when now you increase your income, you know. So, but when you are sitting and depending on the walk-ins, you are also not growing. So, so expand the client base first and see the difference.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
That's some great advice. That's some great advice. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. Come. The gentleman as well. You were interested? No, no.
Dumelang Ntate Thabiso. Ha ke tsebe ha bana mpotso ya ka e tlo utlwahala hantle, but ke tla try ho articulate as much as possible. Ha ke tsebe ha baneng ha ke utlwisisa ha baneng you are under a franchise. So my question is, how hard it is ho kena ka hara franchise, and would you advise me as motho a nang le business e ntse batla ho grow ele ya ka ke focus hape on a franchise?
There's the beauty of being under franchise. Everything's got its own. The beauty of being under franchise. Already when you say Dunlop, people know the market. So already, but always it's the simple. Number one. Number two is the price protection. You know what I'm saying? Price protection, le protection ya business ya how. I know ya Virginia no jina olobula Dunlop. Dunlop ya Welkom haibula kifoni. Do you want that opportunity? Can you go there? Do you understand? That's the beauty of being co-franchising.
No, please come, please, so we get you here.
So on top of that question was, would you advise me, jwalo ka ke start this business that I have, who focus on a franchise?
Your business gear detergents, right?
Yes.
And you are at the right direction. What I can advise you is to go to the chain stores. All right, have your product at the chain stores, but the product should remain yours. Do you understand what I'm saying? Of course, chain stores gonna take something, but you own the product. Imagine if your product is now the whole Free State, illy product. How proud you will be for yourself.
Very.
Thank you, thank you. Just wanna. I think we can just do one more. Is there one? That's okay. This way, this way.
Dumela, Abuti Thabiso. Ke Mpho ka lebitso. Nna ke batla ho tseba ne, for somebody that just started business. So I hear wena o qadile o sale monyane haholo, so I don't think hore nako eno o qala ka yona you were expected to do some things ka tlung in terms of financial contribution. For someone that is as old as myself, there is an expectation ya hore ha se pa se fedile contribute. That time you must have the discipline, yeah, finance, because you're trying to grow your business. So I just want to know, Hore, what advice would you give me? Because of they're not saying anything. They know you have money, you know the money is there. So that disciplined, but then because at the end of the day, you are old, you need to contribute. So how do you tackle body challenges?
Why did you start business?
Okay, so at first it was a thing, I'm not getting a job for what I studied for, because I was working with Sylvan Water, and then Karekatu at the time, Blue Water. So then I started a business here, River Body CV. But eventually, I hope and pray that it grows to be a recruitment agency. And I'm saying I decided to do the recruitment agency because even within the HR space, I'm passionate about recruitment, the Gara section of HR. So I decided, why not open my own recruitment agency?
So you didn't start to make a living?
I would love that, but also I'm a person who rata talent. That's why I ratang the recruitment section Gara HR. So I know, Hore, this is where you source talent. So it's passion, but also I would love to make money and make a living out of it.
You should draw a thin line between passion and make a living. It is important. Know why you started the business. You've got an answer for yourself. You know why you started the business, right? But let me answer your question. You say it's expected at home when you come back from your business that you must assist. At a very tender age, Eskom started or prepaid electricity. I was buying electricity at home. I was buying it. I mean, if next it means I can't. So I was buying it. But I was able to stock again. You know. So you know the type of business you are in, you know what is your cost, what is your expense, what you can use.
I know there's so many other people that want to ask questions. I mean, we've gone 16 minutes beyond our time. So we're chasing 16 minutes, and time for us is a very big thing. But I want to, so many questions were asked here by these amazing entrepreneurs, I think the one for me is to then just get a sense of understanding, to then say, when you started out your business and over the years in growing your business, what is that thing that you've always lived by that drives you every day to wake up and deliver value for your customers? I mean, quite recently we came from, load shedding is still a pervasive thing. There was COVID, there were lockdowns, and all of these things that are within the economy. But every day you wake up every morning to decide, I've got multiple businesses, they fluctuate, but I'm gonna show up every single day, and I'm gonna show up. Because sometimes we then say, if you say you show up because you have to, because I'm in a disadvantaged position or I'm a young entrepreneur, I think, but he has to because he's privileged. He has to because he's living a better life. So there's this almost, what we then do is that we disconnect ourselves from responsibility because the other person has to because they're already in a better position.
Look, my brother, the reason is why. It's one. why I've started. You know? And now it's even worse that I've got people who are depending in that business for a living that I can't even disappoint. You know? And in African culture, 1 is equals to 3 or 5. So I must wake up and I must make it for those people who are depending. I'm a Christian. And I believe that God has trusted me with his blessings so that I can bless others. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, that's a passion. That's why I will wake up every day and make it, whether it's raining or it's not raining, but I must wake up and make it.
Then my second last one, I've added one, just second last one. You know, obviously, and I think I like what this young gentleman was saying here, you've got the frustrations of home, of having to contribute stuff, or just in general with other expenses and maybe a general lack of support, you know. And we've often heard that entrepreneurship in and itself, you know, is lonely and that stuff, and sometimes you might not have support from home. What was your support center, whether it was home or whatever, but where did you get that level of support, and where have you gone to be able to say, this is where I go, heading betil or whatever the case, to sort of recenter myself? And what then would be your advice to these entrepreneurs that every day we're being dealt with one way or another?
Reality is that there's been someone who's been on the same path with me before, you know. But one of my support base now was from home. You know, my home from my mother's side, they've always supported my vision in business. To extend out at some point, if I needed some little bit of funding, especially when I'm into a real market now, they will assist me. You know what I'm saying? But also it helps as an entrepreneur to seek for advice from those who've been in business before you. And you must also draw a line between somebody who will advise you to do the right thing and somebody who will advise you because they always wanted to see you failing. You know? So, like any other person, I surround myself with people, and at a particular point, I surround myself with professionals for that matter. My friends are somewhere. So I will ask them, to me, you know, I got this contract, so I saw this clause. What does it mean? Then they will be able to explain to me. And if you are in a space of hiring people, don't be afraid to hire competent and qualified people. Now, my office is very competent, very qualified. I don't struggle to, you know, I just phone, do 1, 2, 3. They can do it. So people often, they surround the and have a will to learn from people. You must have a will to learn. We learn every day. When I was sitting there, listening to all the presentations, I was learning. You know, so I surround myself with people that are necessarily it's not people who are in business, but they can advise properly on how can you approach this one.
Thank you. And we close it off, and I hand over to Spoop, but I ask this last one. What then is your message to, your final message, or closing words to all these amazing and breadwinners, you know, job creators that are in this room today?
I said to you guys when I started, when I got to this business, I didn't know nothing. I did not even know the tire size of my car. In my 3rd year or 4th year, I'm not sure, I won nationally best dealer of the year. So Dunlop came to me with a presentation, say, look, this is the target, this is what we want you to achieve. And I took that target and I told them that I'm gonna achieve this. You know why? Because I believe so much in myself. More than anyone. You can't come to me and say, hey, what's bad? I get to make a span. I know. Like, sure. Listen, so there's nothing you can do if you don't believe in yourself. You must first believe in yourself. That is the first one. The second one, giving up shouldn't be something that's running into your mind. You know, when I started that business, he's been in business for 20 years. And he said to people, business. Now, I've been there for years now. And he came to me, he's my customer, and he came to me and I thought, what's bad? And I got So, I'm saying you shouldn't listen to the negative of what people may say about you and your business. You know? And lastly, don't focus on your competition, guys. Don't. Rather learn what they do different from you. Rather learn what they do different from you that makes them to, you know. And if you, any business, don't rely on walk-ins. Go out there and look for business. That's how you grow your clientele. Go out there and look for business. Don't be afraid to ask. Thank you very much.
I think you guys can do better than that. No. I don't even know. Oh, wow. Did you guys enjoy that? Did you guys learn stuff? Did you take notes? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rukman. I really, really appreciate it. So this is what we'd like to do now is just to take a photo. Yeah. You just smile and...
Can I say something before? I'm very passionate about entrepreneur. So this type of sitting is what I'm passionate about as well, you know. So from here, going forward, I want to form a relationship or a partnership with T. So whenever you call me, I will come. I won't ask for anything, but I will come. Thanks.
Yo. So while you take, you can just smile. Show whether it's, yeah. No, but a soul, yeah. Just a.
I don't even know how to smile.
Nah, guys, that was amazing. That was amazing. So I recommend, and there was a gentleman who came up here was asking, you know, about being trained, and go to the YouTube channel. All the stuff is on there. If you don't have access to YouTube, our Facebook page, you click on the video section. Every single workshop we've had, the content is there in full 4 hours, and then it's broken down into 30 minutes, 20 minutes. So you've got multiple options. You know, take 20 bucks, get on a taxi. If you don't have internet, go to a restaurant or a place that's got internet, invest, spend 2 hours there. You know, sit on the benches as a football racker. Then you learn. Some of the stuff, some of the platforms allow you to download offline, so when you're home, even when there's load shedding, you can watch. That's personal. Rokman. Yo, thank you, thank you. I really, so we've got a little something here that we got, obviously, from the exhibitors. The team had bought some stuff from the exhibitors. This is to say to you, you know, keep shining. Your clothes must smell good and be soft. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm now going to hand over to Swoo. Wow, that was amazing. Another round of applause. Sure. It was good.
Yeah. It's time, man. It's time and it's the venue. It's just like you can sit the whole day and just listen. All right. We are now coming to the end of the program. And before we get there, I would like to call up the following person to come on stage, or no, to come on stage. Zugi Iswa, are you here? Zugi Iswa? Are you here? Okay, please put your hand up. You're showing us so much love on Instagram. We love you and appreciate you. Please, can we get Zugi Iswa a gift? All right, and then we have another winner. Can you guess who it is? Obviously, you're going to say it's you. Susan. Susie? Susan? Susie girl, all right, please put your hand up. We got a gift for you as well. Please can we give Susan a t-shirt. Thank you so much for showing us love on Twitter. You also got some love from Nedbank. Woo! All right, Carol will sort you out. All right, so we're coming to the end. But before I announce the winner, I need 2 hands. First 2 hands. My brother, yes. My brother, there. Okay, so those are the 2 hands. Can we get them the mic quickly? Do you still want your hand up? Okay. I must check. Mic, please. There's the mic. All right, my brother, your name, your surname, and quickly, one powerful thing that you learned from today that you'd like to share with us. Is it on?
One powerful thing that I learned is take care of your money, it will take care of you.
Thank you so much. Take care of your money, it will take care of you. And then we have my brother at the back. Can we get him the mic, please? Take care of your money and it will take care of you. It's easier said than done. Eh?
My name is Lesola Ramata.
Yes, sir.
Director of Tutumelo Trading. I've got 2 important things that I learned from this seminar.
Go ahead and share, brother.
And then just a soft advice, guys.
No.
Soft advice. Okay.
2 things that you took away from today.
Unity is power. And
Please say it again.
Unity is power.
Unity is power.
And then we have to save.
We have to save.
Yes, thank
Powerful.
you. Thank you.
Lovely. Straight to the point. Much appreciated. Because of time, guys, we go spanning. Otherwise, sponsor fail. Unity is power. You have to learn how to save. Much appreciated. All right. There's a last one. The guy, no, I saw a gentleman. There, my brother with the black cap. And once again, guys, look, platform, kialona. So if you've got stuff that you'd like to share, advice to young entrepreneurs, you put it up on your Twitter. You put it up on your Instagram. You tag us and we share. You've got a larger reach, right? Don't be afraid to share. If you don't get an opportunity today, be like, but you know, the platform is there for you to share. We'll retweet and we'll share the love. My brother, name, surname, one thing that you took away from today. Is it on?
Hi.
Hi, Carol.
Thank you very much. My name is Lebohan Dinko. One thing I've learned that's important is that quality of your products.
Quality of your products.